Hello there, and you're welcome to Frontline TV newspaper headlines for today. My name is Musa Calvin. You're welcome. Today, we're not going to spend so much time on other issues. We're going to primarily focus on newspaper headlines, the news making headways or headlines. In whichever way you want to put it, we're here to dish it out to you live from our studios. So we're going to start off with the newspaper you can trust, which is the Daily Trust newspaper. The leading story from the Daily Trust newspaper, boldly written as its headline, is Taraba Governor, Other Bigwigs, IAPC. Taraba Governor, Other Bigwigs, IAPC. And also, there's a story here that has to do with an orphanage owner, which says orphanage owner remanded over abduction of 600 children. And also, ADC rejects November 2026 date for general elections. Nigeria miss automatic World Cup spot, heads for playoff. And also from the topmost part of the newspaper you can trust, which is the Daily Trust, says IMF raises Nigeria's 2025 growth to 3.9%. And also Mariam Sanda, the story here has it about husband's family split over pardon. And also mathematics no longer compulsory for arts students. These are the leading stories from the newspaper you can trust, which is the Daily Trust newspaper. Now, moving on to the First Daily. The First Daily newspaper, as you can see from the front page, it has a lot of leading stories, but the main one here has to do with Mba dumps PDP, joins APC, declared Enugu APC leader by the Vice President, talking about Shetima. VP hails defection as boost to not to but for Enugu development. And also the top part of the First Daily newspaper says Tinubu seeks Senate's approval for Amopiton as new INEC chairman. Lawmakers to screen nominee next week amid opposition concerns. And also still from the First Daily, there's another leading story that says Peter Obi blames APC policies for rising poverty in Nigeria. And also, federal government removes mathematics as compulsory subject for arts humanities students. And still from the front of the First Daily, reps move to end federal government ASU face-off as strike grounds universities. And also, there's another interesting story here that says, you pardoned drug traffickers, betrayed NDLEA officers. Aisha Yusuf slams Tinubu's government. And also, police foil bandits kidnap plot in Abuja forest, recover AK-47. And also, Bielsa signs solar panel production deal. That's the much that we're going to take. But before I let's go off the First Daily newspaper, the picture there is showing the Vice President talking about Kashim Shetima exchanging pleasantries with Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State shortly after declaring him the new leader of the APC, that is the All Progressives Congress in Enugu, during a reception held at Opara Square on Tuesday. The event actually marked Mba's official defection from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the ruling APC. That's the much from the First Daily newspaper. Now we're going to take a look at the Nigerian Tribune. The leading story from the Nigerian Tribune says PDP suffers multiple losses in Enugu, Bauchi, and Kaduna. Enugu governor defects to APC, Bauchi senator, 3 Kaduna reps leave party, Damagum legal advisor clash in court. Then still from the front of the Nigerian Tribune, Ekiti 2026, coast clears for Ayebanji as APC adopts consensus option to pick governorship candidate. Nigeria secures Shell's $2 billion offshore gas project. And then ASU strike from the bottom part of the Nigerian Tribune says ASU strike reps speaker to chair committee to reconcile federal government and university workers. And from the health sector, brain disorder kills 11 million yearly, affects 40% of global population. This one's coming from the World Health Organization, WHO. And from the top part of the Nigerian Tribune, they also carry the story about the federal government dropping mathematics as requirement for admission of arts students. That's the much I'm going to take from the Nigerian Tribune. Moving over to the Punch newspaper for today. The leading story says marketers blame depots as petrol nears 1,000 naira per litre. Fresh hike worsens inflation fears. Commuters face higher transport fares. Dangote targets 600 million litres supply to stabilize market. Calls mount for government intervention. Experts query deregulation claims. All this obtainable when you get a copy of the Punch newspaper. From the top of it, Edon, alien finance minister flown abroad for treatment, and also court adjourns suit seeking to stop PDP convention. And then talking about strike, National Assembly wades into ASU and federal government dispute. And from the pictures you can see from the front of the Punch newspaper is showing INEC chair, that's the acting INEC chair, outlines plans for Anambra poll. And also Ekiti poll, APC adopts consensus as Oyebanji's rival withdraws. Court orders exhumation, autopsy of Afriland Tower fire victims, and also last but not the least, Tinubu hails Eagles as Osime fires Nigeria to World Cup playoffs. That's the much from the Punch newspaper, which is also the most widely read newspaper. Moving on, leadership newspaper, Nigeria's most influential newspaper. Leading story, IMF, Nigeria, others must ensure good governance to reduce borrowing costs. From the top part of it, convention, People's Democratic Party chair, legal advisor clash in court, and also Nigeria thrash Benin 4-0, secure World Cup playoff spot. Still from the front of the leadership newspaper, Peter Side's new books, Blueprint for Ethical Leadership, Governors, U.S. Army War, College inducts Lieutenant General Lagbaja into International Hall of Fame, and also federal government removes maths as requirement for arts and humanities admission. And this one is coming from another person, father of murdered Biliamino, backs Tinubu's pardon for Mariam Sanda. And also the picture here is showing former governor of Imo State to give flanked together with some personalities during an event in Abuja. So that's the much that we're going to take from the leadership newspaper. Don't forget you can drop your comments in the comment section and we'll surely get back to you. You're watching newspaper headlines from Frontline TV. And now we're going to go over to the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper, conscience nurtured by truth, the leading story, APC consolidates power as Mba ends PDP's 26-year reign in Enugu. And also from the top part of it, PDP postpones NEC meeting indefinitely. And this one is saying how ASU's actions allegedly sabotaged federal government's truce efforts. And also federal government approves new admission reforms, raises tertiary intake to 1 million yearly. IMF, Cardoso isolates Nigeria from global uncertainty, raise growth prospects, which there's another one, just the bottom part of it, which says, states businesses embrace $3 billion solar fund as national grid wobbles. Tinubu to ECOWAS declares stolen mineral resources an international crime. Also, Senate seeks repatriation of Nigerian women and children held in Libyan prison. And also, 70% of women on death row in Nigeria are mothers. This is a revelation from a study that was conducted. Power plants operating below 40% capacity as grid voltage exceeds limits. That is all from the Guardian newspaper. Now, this is going to be the last newspaper for today. That's from the newspaper headlines. This one is The Matrix, Knowledge, Power and Future. The Matrix. The leading story, PDP hit by fresh gale of defections. I didn't betray PDP, Mba defends defection. And wait and see, another Southeast governor will soon defect. This one is coming from a PDP chieftain as a prediction. And this one is coming from Bode George. He's revealing that he never saw it coming. And also another senator dumps PDP for APC. Still from the Matrix newspaper, 4 trillion naira power sector debt. Federal government Gencos agree framework to resolve issue. And then still coming down to the bottom part of it, 2026 World Cup, keep hope alive. Tinubu urges as Super Eagles earn playoff spot. And also Senate receives Tinubu's request to confirm new INEC FCC heads. And also IMF is saying why we upgraded Nigeria's growth forecast. You can see the picture there as the All Progressives Congress APC National Working Committee NWC formally presented the party's membership card to the Governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba, officially marking his entry into the APC. Well, that's it from the Matrix newspaper, and that wraps it up today on Frontline TV's newspaper headlines. Thanks for watching. Musa Calvin is my name. Bye for now.
Hello, good day, and welcome to the Midday Conversation on Frontline TV. I am Edith Young Jonah.
And I'm Hepzibah Joseph.
Yes, so today we are going to be talking about something that is important, which is friendship, something we encounter every day of our lives. We are going to be looking at the real friendships, the fake ones, and everything in between.
Yes.
So, friendship, as we know, is one of the most important parts of our lives as humans. Something that we cannot do without, and is one of the most beautiful yet misunderstood parts of life. So we have that one friend that we cannot live without. We feel like, oh my god, this person is like my backbone. And then we have that one friend that always gets on our nerve all the time, and sometimes we wish, oh, we never met that person. And then we also have some that we just cannot imagine life without them. And then, but what really defines true friendship is what we're actually going to be looking at today. And in today's world of social media, convenience and self-interest, are real friendships fading away? That's the question.
People now use the word friendship loosely.
Yeah.
Someone will just meet someone on social media and say, "This is my friend." Just the friendship is just there. Are you a friend? They don't really know what this friendship is all about. Everybody's just talking about a friend, and it's just a name. It's more like a title.
Yeah.
And it's no longer what a friendship is supposed to be. So today we'll be talking about what a friend is all about. Friendship is all about. Who you should call a friend, and tips on how to know the red flags and to know a fake friend and stay away from them.
Yes. So, first of all, what is friendship? So let's start with this. Yeah. What makes someone a true friend? And what are the values that hold friendship together?
I would say loyalty, honesty, and convenience.
Yeah.
Loyalty in the sense that your friend should be loyal to you. It should not be someone that will be against you at any moment. Convenience and honesty. A friend, if you see someone as a friend, you tell them when they are doing wrong.
Yeah.
You say, this thing you're doing is wrong. You don't even care how they take it. You just want to correct them. But when someone is not your friend, you will be like, how will I tell the person? What if I tell the person and the person is hot or something, and they just leave you that way?
Yeah.
But a real friend is always after what is good for you. And a real friend is always there for you, even in your up or down moments. they don't care what the situation is. They're just there trying to put in their best to see that you're okay and fine. But that's not same with a fake friend. It's just there for what they can get.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, generally, humans, we are cynical in nature, but then there's still some of us who try to also like impact your life positively. And that's what makes a true friend. Um, sometimes the thing is, sometimes we expect too much out of friendship. Yes, we are always out for, as I said, what we are going to get, and we don't really care about what we are going to give out to the person. And to that extent, I don't know, do you think people really understand the meaning of true friendship, or is it just about convenience?
I think social media has made this friendship transactional. Like
Yes.
we are just in for what we can get
from each other.
and not for how we can help each other grow. Just there to so some friendship now they depend on what someone can offer. Okay, if before I get into this friendship, what do you have to offer me? It's more like a business, trade by barter. I'm just there for what you can get, and when that benefit I'm getting from that person stops,
Stop coming,
I
you
just
move
move out.
Yeah.
So
I don't somehow, to some extent, I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like friendship to some extent is actually like that, because if you look at it, when you meet somebody for the first time, let's say maybe you go out, or you go to church, or you go to a program or something, and you meet somebody, and the person is, you guys have a conversation, you now see, oh my god, this person is actually a smart person, that will attract you to the person. Yeah, will make you stick around, because you're like, this person is smart, I feel like they can actually be of
help.
Yes, they can impact me, maybe help me build my psychological reasoning and stuff like that. But if at that first conversation you had with the person did not give off that kind of energy, maybe the person seems like somebody that is dumb, or doesn't have anything intellectual to offer, you're like, I beg, this one, what am I going to look for? Yeah. So to some extent, it's kind of, friendship is actually like that. If you don't really have anything reasonable
to offer,
to give somebody, I mean, it doesn't have to be much, because generally nobody wants a liability. Yes. So that's why we are saying it's not only what the person will give, what you get from the person, you also have to, yes, because even in as much as you're having a conversation with the person and you identify, I think for you to even be able to identify that this person is smart, you too also have to be smart. So yeah, for you see that, oh, this person is smart, and the person will also realize that, okay, you're also smart as well, let us rub minds. So if both of you are dumb, sorry, if both of you are dumb, it's very bad. And I think maybe you guys will match or something, I don't know. But then again, the point I'm trying to make is that as much as you want to have like friends, you want somebody that will be there for you, you also have to be there for them. Yes, it doesn't have to be like one way. It's not a one way thing. So now let's see how we can identify fake friendships and red flags, like the major ones, because people can be very pretentious as well. Sometimes it might be very difficult to identify, but at least on the surface, let's look at some things we can be able to, some ways we can be able to identify. Not all friendships are genuine. Yes, we have made that clear. And some people pretend to be friends, but deep down they are just competitors or users. Like I even said before, most people, humans generally, we are cynical, in the sense that if we are not getting something from somewhere, from a person, from a place, we do not want to have anything to do with it, which is very wrong.
One big red flag is when a friend only shows up when they're in need.
Yes.
When you're down, they are not there. They are just there when for their selfish interest.
Yeah.
If you have this friend, I know most people have that friend that only, like, if you see their call, so you'll be like, okay, what does this person want
to collect now?
Exactly. Or they are either getting information from you or in need of something, and they know they just don't have a choice, don't have anybody that can help but just you. That's when they just call you, and
Ask.
is
Always
this kind of
asking.
thing that even um discourages me from keeping friends, because I've noticed in years a lot of people that I've kept in my cycle are people that are just with me when they are in need. Like when I need their help or anything, they are
They're
not there.
there.
Even when you reach out, they will give you excuses like that. So I just decided that my sisters are my friends.
Your friends. Oh, but that's very sad though, because I think it's like one of the bedrock of will I say breakdown and crashing in friendships generally, and even in relationships, every other kind of relationship, even familial relationships.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you will not call your brother or your sister or even your mother and your father only when you want to collect something for them, and you feel like, this is my brother now, he's my sister. You will never call them to say, oh, I just wanted to check up on you, or how are you doing, oh, is there anything you'd like me to do to help in your situation, or find out what is wrong with them, even if you might not have the solution. Because if you are being real, most of our problems as Nigerians are financial problems. Even if you cannot really help them in that financial aspect, just being there for them, encouraging them, trying to see how you can also maybe support them in one way or the other. Just make that effort. Yeah, just show up. Just do something that will maybe excite them and just take their mind off the problem a bit. That goes a long way. And somebody who is reasonable will see it and will appreciate it. So like there are some who like just like to gossip behind you, behind your back, but they always smile at your face. And then so like you can protect yourself or your peace without becoming cold or distrustful in a way that in that kind of situation, when you notice that, I feel like everybody has got that particular person or group of people who are like that in their circle. They will say something like to you. They don't really have the audacity to behind your back, but they don't have the audacity to tell you to your front. Like in some friendship where there's like more than two parties, where there are like 4, 5, is always that kind of thing is always there.
There are maybe 2, 3, they are more closer to each other.
Yes, and then the other ones, they're not really.
The moment you're just leaving, they're talking about you.
Run away. If you find yourself in that sector, just run away, please. In fact, that's why the idea of having many close friends is not even that good.
You mean one real person.
Just one real person.
It's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
It's about setting boundaries. You can love people from afar. Yeah. Not everyone deserves full access to you.
Yes.
Because you're creating boundaries does not mean you hate that person. You're just trying to secure your sanity and be fine.
For your own peace of mind.
Yes. You can help them from afar when necessary. But giving them full access to yourself will affect you, because there are times that when such friends misbehave or when they don't show up for you, you feel bad. Maybe that I was in that point that when I saw that most friends were just behaving alike, I felt, okay, maybe there's something wrong with me. What is it that I'm doing that is not okay? And it was already affecting me. I was just feeling bad. But creating boundaries and accepting the fact that not everybody that comes to your life must stay permanent. Just set boundaries and help them when you can. Outside friendship, there are people that you cannot actually go out of your way to help them.
Just help them on the surface the way you can, because like you feel like, oh no, they're not worth this sacrifice. I mean, there are people who are actually not worth it. So those who are worth it, go out of your way for them. So, and then sometimes one mistake we also make is that we expect too much from some people who are like who are close to us. We expect that, oh, inside one person, this is my close friend, you have to be there to be like my counselor when I'm in need of advice. You have to be there financially to support me. You have to be there emotionally. You have to be there psychologically. If I need ideas on how to do certain things, you have to be always ready, be full of ideas to pour into me. But you can't get all of that in one person. It's almost impossible. Even if you can, I mean, we all have our lives. In as much as we are friends, our friends are supposed to be there to support you now. But then we all have our like
We have
personal
our
lives.
struggles.
Yes, our struggles. So simply because you want something at a particular time from
And you
somebody and
don't
they are
get
not
it.
able to give you, it doesn't mean that that person does not care about you.
Or that person is not a friend.
Yes, or that hey, it doesn't mean that person is also a friend. Sometimes somebody can be doing something for you, like you ask the first time, they'll do it for you, the second time, the third time, fourth, fifth, sixth time. If you ask the seventh time, or even up to 9 times, what that 10th time that you ask and then the person is not able to do it, you just get upset like, oh now wow. And maybe you ask the person again and the person is still not able to do it, you just completely get pissed like, is this person trying to,
You're not even
you're not even
thinking.
thinking that they have done it 9 times already, but just 2 times they refuse to do, you automatically think that, oh, you start getting upset that this person is bad. It's not the way it is. Sometimes they might even have gotten tired that, oh, or maybe they might not just be able to do
Do
it
it
for
at
you
that
at that
moment.
moment. Yes, we should learn to, let me say weigh. Will I say weigh? I don't know if weighing is the right word, but we should learn to um
Understand.
yes, understand people first of all, and then always think of the good things they do more than the but whenever they do something bad, just start thinking, don't rest your mind on concentrate on that bad thing. Think of the other good things they've done for you, like, oh okay, wow, I've tried it and
And
it actually
sometimes
helps.
we don't even appreciate our
Yes,
friends
we don't.
because you feel this person just have to be there because it's my friend. There are times that you need to appreciate. Even God, our creator,
You
you
get,
have to
we
appreciate him
have
to
to
get
appreciate
more.
him. There are
So
times that you ask God for something, he doesn't give it to you at that time. Yes.
yes,
I mean, it doesn't mean that he doesn't care about you. That times you don't ask for something
and he
and he
gives it.
gives it to you. So it's like that. I mean, if God can do that, so what about our friends who are just humans themselves? Well, true friendships are like lessons. Some last a lifetime, others just for a phase, but both can still be meaningful. So now let's talk about growth. Sometimes friendships fade not because of bad blood, but because people grow in different directions.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I've had friendships over the years that I didn't actually think that, like, especially those from school, I didn't think they were going to end. But distance and interest, as we grow, we develop interest in different things. So when you meet people now whose interests align with
With
yours, with
yours.
those new interests that you develop, you just flow with them. And those people who had kind of past interests that you had, you just kind of like, not that you toss them aside, but you guys are not
The bond
as
is
close. Yeah, the bond just
reduced.
kind of do it. Doesn't mean that you are a bad person or the person is a bad person.
Yes. Some people are just they're in our life in a particular season
Yeah.
because our destinies are facing each other or
Yeah.
something. It's just that the next phase of our life does not need them there.
Yeah. Right.
Two different people.
But you finally accepted it now
Yes.
that, well, it's part of the friendship. So yeah, it's important that we understand that not all friendships last forever. Some might just become acquaintances
Yes.
eventually. I mean, the world is an evolution on its own. We evolve over time. Friendships evolve. We as humans, we grow. I wasn't like this when I was born. I wasn't born this tall. Am I tall? Yes, I'm tall. I wasn't born like this, so I evolved. Everything evolves into something else, So the quicker or the earlier we accept that this is how life is, the better for you. Otherwise, you just go around with so much hate in your heart for everybody. And who's carrying the weight? You're
You.
carrying it. People are just living their life, enjoying themselves, trying to make ends meet and all of that. And you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder.
Friendships are like seasons. Some
Mm.
last for a lifetime, while others don't. We have that a friend that you
Mhm.
can start from maybe your childhood friend and people are still friends till
Till even when you get old,
and the connection is still
still
there.
there.
Your paths are
I see all this in movies, and I used to always say, "Wow, I don't have that friend that we grew up together, like from the same neighborhood." And I think it's because we move a lot, anyways.
yes.
Yes, while growing up, we moved a lot. We still move up till now, but I never had that experience, and I always used to envy it. I used to be like, why don't I have that friend that can be like, this one is my child. We've been friends from while we were kids. We stayed in the same area and we are grown up now. We are still friends. It used to break my heart because when I see people having those kind of friends, I admire it. But
And sometimes it looks strange.
it it is because I'm like, how do you guys even do it? I mean, don't you people fight? But well, I also have my a friend who we have been friends for like 7 years. That's the longest friendship I've had in my life. So I'm proud of myself. So yeah, it's change is constant. To accept that, and it's important that we keep healthy friendships.
Very important.
Yeah. So keeping health. Speaking of keeping healthy friendships, let's balance it out now. How do we build and maintain healthy friendship? That's the big question.
Communication, understanding, and forgiveness.
Yes, very important.
Yes.
And compromise.
Yes.
Compromise.
You
We have to-
communicate your there are friends that you like, let's say a person is having issue, you're having maybe financial or any kind of issue, and you didn't relate it to the other person, and you feel this person is not there for me. I went through this phase of my life, this person was not there. Like, is the
They
person
probably don't even
a
know.
magician? How
do
will
you
I
know?
know? Yes. You have to communicate.
Oh
Say
my
this
goodness.
all times
Tell
that
them.
maybe someone did some, we are different people, we're different individuals.
React
So
to things differently.
yes, there's something I can do and I feel is okay, and I'll do it, you will feel it's not okay.
Yeah.
So if a friend is acting a certain way towards you and you feel this is not okay and you're not comfortable with it, communicate it with them. Tell them, okay, this thing that you're doing, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
So that's when you come up with this understanding. Come about understanding. That's when you get to understand each other. Okay, I can't do this because my friend will not be happy with this. So just, and forgiveness, because I hurt you today, you just keep it. That will just be eating you
I don't know
up.
how people even do that. I cannot keep it though.
No.
I'll eventually say it. I will say it that no, this thing you didn't. I'm not like. Didn't like it.
You tell them, forgive them.
Yeah.
Just move past that phase.
It's not big deal. I mean, why would you put yourself through the stress of carrying it? Even if you don't want to confront them face to face about it, just confront it in your mind and say, you know what, forget about it. This is no big deal. You know what, it happens. Things happen. So like, let's just move on and forget about it. And you see how freely you be in your mind, in your heart, and you'll be talking to that person so freely. Like, you won't forget that something like that actually happened. It's easy if you feel like you cannot tell the person to their face. Now, communication, there's another thing you also have to consider. Be mindful of how you communicate, because sometimes some people, because they're like, oh, because you say, oh, communicate to them now, tell them, you will not be like, all right, John, this night me I not like it too. Why you like this? Are you okay? Something wrong with you? Come on, come on. Be mature, be civilized. Let's act like people that are actually sensible. You talk to the person calmly. Okay, so there was this thing you did one time, and honestly, I didn't really like it. I just wanted to tell you because it made me feel some type of way, and I don't feel good about it. So I'm just telling you. So maybe next time, please don't do this. Be polite, politely talk to them. Not that you be like, it's not fight. Because you're trying to settle a dispute. You cannot settle a dispute by creating another dispute. So yeah, that part of communication. And then
you have to be intentional about checking in on them.
Yeah.
And supporting them. Very important. Support your friend.
Very important.
Don't just be that person that is just there for what you get and just want the person's support, and you're not supporting the person back. You're being selfish and self-centered.
A lot. You cannot eat your cake and have it.
Yes.
So do me, I do you.
In our last program, she mentioned about being someone's peace.
Yeah.
Not just want someone to be your peace, be someone
else's peace as well.
It's very important.
And as much as you want that peace, that person also wants peace. So don't think that it's only you. And then about the compromise as well, there are things you just have to overlook. as I said,
Mm.
I think she also mentioned something like that as well. Just overlook something. You don't have to always take everything to heart. Some things you just be like, yeah, whatever, things happen, forget about it. There are certain things that you know very well that no, this one I have to talk about it. Otherwise, it might become a habit and the person will feel like I'm cool with it. There's sometimes understand, explain understanding, understand that this is how this person is, oh. So it is their character.
Yes.
And then there are some things that if it really really hurts you, you can
Tell
just
them
tell
first.
them, it's not a big deal. Just talk to the person
And also
gently.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yes.
To sacrifice.
And
That's
sacrifice.
There are times that let me take for instance, your friend is in need of money and you have that money and you need the money for a
For
want,
something.
not a need. You just have to just keep your
Keep your
need, your
your
wants aside, and
and help
let's
them.
focus and take care of that friend's need.
So
Sacrifice.
yeah, that's important. So at the end of the day, after all said and after all is said and done, friendship is one of life's biggest gifts, but only when it's genuine. Be the kind of friend you want to have. Do not, I mean, you want a good friend, you want a kind friend, you want a loving friend, you want a friend that is there for you. Be that kind of friend to your friend and see if out of those couple number of friends you have, there's no one of them that's going to reciprocate it, because I feel like people are even scared to show
Yes.
that part of them first. So just be the one who starts it, and then the person will be like, oh, okay, all right, I mean, I'm here for you too. Life is not hard. We should not make life hard for ourselves.
True talk. Don't hold on to fake friendships out of comfort. Don't be comfortable with a fake friend
Yeah.
because you feel okay. If this person is not here, who
Who
will
will
be
be
here?
there for me?
You just want
Don't set for less.
to have the notion that you have a friend, and you deep down you know that's not even a friend. What the person is offering is
The
not
opposite of
friendship. The person is just there to take, and you
Oh
are
my God.
making it you're being comfortable with the person just taking and you not receiving. You just having a lot in you, so just get rid of it. But only when protect your peace, value the ones, and grow with those with we grow with.
Yeah.
Who will grow with you?
Yes.
Anyone that is willing to grow with you. Grow with the
them.
person. Support the person when you can, because it's very necessary. Support each other as friendship grow together.
Yeah, and one more thing, learn to say no. I always used to tell
Very
some
important.
people in my life that saying no does not make you a bad person. It simply means that I'm sorry, I cannot do this at this particular time for so and so reason. Sometimes you do not even have to give the reason why you cannot do something.
Yes.
Just simply say, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Politely. We don't have to fight. Just no, I cannot. Sometimes you can even just say no, plainly. No. No, no, no. Even if they want to say, oh, you are this, you're that, let them say. You're protecting yourself. But at the same time, we are not encouraging you to be self-absorbed. We're only saying you should say no when it's going to, maybe it's now like interfering with your morals, with the values you have placed on yourself. That's when it's okay for you to say no. Not when it's very convenient. You can conveniently do something and you're like, nah, I don't want to do it because yourself. That makes you selfish. So that's our conversation for today. Friendship, as we said earlier, the real ones, the fake ones, and everything in between. Be a real friend. Be the kind of friend that you want to have, and watch it work out for you. Right?
Stay kind and stay connected.
Yes. We will see you in our next episode. We hope you enjoyed this episode, because we did. And if you have anything you want to say, any other friendship tip or anything of that sort, you can leave it in the comment section and like this video and share it to somebody who is a friend to you, or even an enemy, so they'll learn how to be good friends. Thank you, and I am Edith Njuna.
I'm Hebs by Joseph.
Bye for now.